Hello, gentlemen. So now we are in Chapter 2, Delivering Your Message. This chapter will challenge you to develop natural and confident body language and vocal qualities. When you complete this chapter, you will be able to use appropriate body language, use effective vocal characteristics, use notes effectively, plan, prepare, and present a speech about a memorable personal experience. Let's start with using your body language. Body language means posture, eye contact, facial expressions, and gestures. Your body language, as well as your speech patterns, reflects how you feel about yourself. It also affects how others react to you. It can help you project an aura of confidence, or it can make you appear uncertain before you even open your mouth. You may think, how does your body language affect how others react to you? First and foremost, your body language can make you appear confident, or the other way around also. Good body language makes you confident and assertive, whereas poor body language makes you uncertain or unconfident, and even pessimistic. Body language includes posture, gestures, eye contact, facial expressions, and so. Next comes your posture. Your posture says a lot about you. It can say, "I'm timid, don't listen to me. Just ignore me." Or it can say, "Listen to me. I know what I am talking about." Certain postures give the impression that you are ashamed and insecure. These include looking down or dropping your chin, tilting your head to one side, rounding your shoulders, wrapping your arms around your body, clasping your hands tightly in front of you. So, what is good posture while standing and presenting a speech to an audience? First, keep your head erect. Second, keep both feet flat on the floor and slightly apart. Third, keep your back straight and your shoulders back. If you are using a lectern, stand up straight and gently rest your hands on the sides of the lectern. Be careful. Do not bend over it or lean on it. The next important aspect is walking a famous Spanish matador. Manolo Martín Vázquez once said, "The most important lesson in courage is physical, not mental. I was taught to walk in a way that produces courage. The mental part comes later." If you want to appear and feel confident when you walk to the front of the room, walk the walk of the matador. What do we mean by that? Walking like a matador in body language signifies confidence, control, and poise, often used to project fearlessness and competence in high-pressure situations, even if one feels nervous. It is characterized by an upright posture, shoulders held back, a steady gaze, and a deliberate, slow, or measured stride that suggests one is in total command of their environment. Another important aspect is your eye contact. Good eye contact in a conversation shows you are sincere and confident. Eye contact customs vary from culture to culture. In some cultures, it's customary for people to lower their eyes when speaking with authority figures such as parents, bosses, or government officials. However, the reverse is true in the United States. In this culture, making eye contact is an essential part of effective communication. Good eye contact does the following. Firstly, it shows you are sincere and honest. Looking away often conveys insincerity or embarrassment. Secondly, it indicates you have confidence in yourself and what you are saying. Thirdly, it encourages listeners to pay attention to you and to respect you. Finally, it allows you to see your listeners' reactions to your speech. Their nods, gestures, and smiles tell you they understand and are interested in your message. Note that effective eye contact does not mean staring at a person. It means shifting your focus to and from a person's eyes. The second most important aspect is to use your voice effectively when you are speaking before an audience. Careful control of your volume, rate of speech, phrasing and pausing, and pronunciation will help your audience understand your message and stay involved in your speech. Facial expressions and your movements play vital roles in an effective presentation. Facial expressions vary greatly from culture to culture. In the United States, for example, a smile shows listeners that you are confident and looking forward to speaking to them. Raised eyebrows show that you are surprised. These same facial expressions may have different meanings in other cultures. Posture, walking, and facial expressions can be used to enhance or emphasize what you are saying. In contrast, many speakers unconsciously move their bodies in ways that are distracting to listeners. For example, some speakers nervously fiddle with their hair, their eyeglasses, items of jewelry, or buttons on shirts. Others hide their hands in their pockets and jingle their keys or loose change. These are movements that you should definitely avoid. Try to avoid these movements while speaking before an audience. Covering your mouth with your hand while speaking, swaying back and forth on your feet, crossing your arms in front of you, wrapping your arms around your body, tilting your head, twirling a strand of hair around your finger, playing with a button or item of jewelry, looking down at your feet. You can emphasize important points in your speech by using gestures, finger, hand, and arm movements. Gestures are used to illustrate a wide range of concepts. Let's look at some examples. To show the size, negative facts, you need to show the width or height of an object by using your hands. For location, point your index finger to show a location on a map, or use your arm in a sweeping motion to show a wider area. For numbers, hold up 3 fingers when you say, "There are 3 causes of this problem." For a symbolic action, wave your hand in greeting to show how you felt when you saw a childhood friend. To show enthusiasm, punch the air with your fist to show your support for a new policy or decision. Remember that a gesture can have different meanings in different cultures. For example, the popular hand gesture for OK in the United States, a circle made with the thumb and forefinger, when slightly rotated, is an obscene gesture in Brazil. Use your voice effectively. It is important to use your voice effectively when you are speaking before an audience. Careful control of your volume, rate of speech, phrasing and pausing, and pronunciation will help your audience understand your message and stay involved in your speech. Volume refers to how loud or soft your voice is. There are 2 common problems with volume. Some speakers never vary their volume, causing them to sound monotonous. A good speaker varies his volume to keep the listener's attention and keep them engaged. Other speakers speak too softly, so it is difficult to hear them. Aim to vary your volume to keep your listeners' attention and to speak loudly enough so that everyone in the room can hear you. Now let's discuss your rate of speaking. What should be the speed of speaking? Your rate of speech will be perfect if it is slow enough for your listeners to understand yet fast enough to keep their interest. An ideal rate of speech is approximately 150 words per minute. There is an easy way to learn and practice how to speak at this rate. Choose a simple passage from a book, magazine, or newspaper that is 150 words. Count them to be sure. Read the passage while you time yourself in seconds. If the reading took you 60 to 75 seconds, your rate of speech is great. An ideal rate of speech is approximately 150 words per minute. Phrasing means dividing the words in a sentence into logical groups. That is, to divide the speech into clear and understandable parts. In written English, phrases are usually separated by commas or periods. Consider the following sentence. My younger sister, the tallest girl in the class, is also the smartest. How many phrases does it have? If you said 3, you are correct. Pausing refers to separating phrases with a tiny moment of silence. A short pause between comments provides a moment for you to think about your next words. Remember your next point, look at your notes, or take a breath. A short silence also enables your listeners to consider what you've just said. Think of pauses as oral punctuation marks, just as commas and periods are written punctuation marks. Here be careful about vocal fillers like you know, and so. While fillers are a natural part of spontaneous conversation, they can be distracting in a speech. They can cause the speaker to appear nervous or lacking in confidence. Instead of fillers, confident speakers pause silently to consider their next words. The next important aspect is making notes. A traditional memory aid is to write your main points and brief notes on index cards. When preparing a speech, write only key words or short phrases on the cards to help you remember your points. Use one card for each part of your speech. Write on only one side of each card. Number the cards. If you accidentally drop them, you will quickly be able to put them in the correct order. Write your notes in large letters. It should be easy to glance at the notes quickly without losing your place. To emphasize keywords, use underlining, capital letters, or other marks. We have come to the last point now. Different modes of speech delivery. There are 4 general methods of speech delivery. First is manuscript delivery, which is the speech is written out word for word. The speaker reads the speech to the audience. Second is memorized delivery, is the speech is written out word for word. The speaker learns it word for word and recites it from memory. The speaker does not use any notes during the delivery. Third is an impromptu delivery. The speaker receives no advance notice of the speech. The speaker has no time to prepare notes. The speaker must gather his or her thoughts on the spur of the moment. The last one is extemporaneous delivery. Here the speech is not written out word for word. It is delivered from notes or an outline with main ideas, keywords, and phrases. The speech is delivered naturally and conversationally. Now that you know all the theories behind an effective delivery of a presentation or speech, now it's your turn to prepare a speech on an exceptional experience that happened during your school days or when you were young. Practice well until you become fully confident for a successful delivery.